back, everyone. We are set for kickoff here in this A-team matchup between Chapmanville and Danville. Chris Kidd here with you as Danville will get the ball to start the contest. As Chapmanville comes in as the number 2 seed, Danville as the number 7 seed in this clash. As Danville has won both games thus far here today. Their B team was able to knock off Lincoln County's B team 14-6. And then the C team, number 1 seed for Danville, routed number 8 Sherman 26-0 in that matchup. They'll hand it off up the middle, and Chapmanville stacks it up immediately. And there's nothing there, maybe a little bit of a loss on the play. And actually, no, fumble on the play, it looks like, and it appears Chapmanville may have recovered. Let's see. Yeah, that's what the ruling is. Again, Danville fumbles it, and Chapmanville able to recover, so a disastrous start here for the A team for Danville. And now Chapmanville immediately with a chance here to try and strike first. They come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. At the 33-yard line, they'll pitch it back, rushing off the right side, cutting in at the 30, the 25, now back outside to the 20, 15, down to the 10, the 5, and into the end zone goes Chapmanville right away, and they lead it 6-0 on their first offensive play of the game. So again, couldn't have started any worse if you're Danville here. You fumble on your opening play, and then Chapmanville scores from 33 yards out on their opening play. That is the last thing that Danville wanted to see, trying to pull off this upset today in this 2-versus-7 matchup. Now Chapmanville will go for 2. So we're just 62 seconds here into the game. Bad snap, gets away, and Chapmanville will just have to fall on it back at about the 11-yard line, but they get the 33-yard touchdown run after the turnover. They lead at 6-0. We'll be back after this as you are watching Danville Hawk Youth football action here on Video Productions. Chapmanville kicks it away. Danville struggling to come up with it. Rowe finally picks it up and gets to about the 26-yard line before he's brought down. And Danville will open up their second series, trailing 6-0. Chris Kidd with you. Turnover on the first play of the game for Danville. And then one play later, Chapmanville scores from 33 yards out as they'll hand it off here on first down. Not a whole lot there. That maybe got a yard at most. But just nowhere for Brinegar to go on the play. They'll say no gain officially, so it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll throw it out near side here on 2nd and 10 to Rowe. Rowe tries to get to the corner, but Chapmanville swallows it up quickly. Again, good pursuit by the Tigers. Now it'll be 3rd down and 11 here for Danville, back at their own 31-yard line. You can see the team speed of this Chapmanville club and the size they have. That's what's given Danville some fits this year. Again, we saw that when they played Tulsa, who's the number 1 team in this A-team division. Again, Tulsa just had size and speed everywhere that evening. Now on 3rd and 11, flag comes out here as just throwing it away with nowhere to go is Parker Cooper. Let's see what the flag is. It looks like it's going to be against Danville, but Chapmanville will decline the penalty, and it'll be 4th down and 11 with 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. And Danville will have to punt it away, it appears. Chapmanville will send 2 men back to receive. Now 1 will come further up, as Brenniger will be the man to punt it away. Gets a good boot into it as it'll land and take a Danville hop across the 50, fielded there, shedding 1 tackle. Now we'll get a flag come down, could be a face mask. Back the other way, 45-40, 35-30, down the sideline to the 20, and finally caught and captured there by Brenniger to save the touchdown. But let's double check the flag, and it is going to be a face mask against Danville. Saw the official make the motion, and that's going to scoot Chapmanville closer to the end zone here. That'll mark off the penalty here, as it'll be a personal foul variety, and that'll put Chapmanville inside the 10-yard line. Now the Tigers scored on their first play of the game on their last series. This time they'll rush it up the middle, and once again they'll go into the end zone. Touchdown Chapmanville. That's 2 scores in less than 3 minutes to start this game for the Tigers. And they have taken an early 12-0 lead. Again, this is just a Chapmanville team running downhill in all aspects of the game thus far. Now they'll line up to go for 2. And once again, a bad snap. Same thing happened on the first 2-point attempt, and it happens again here on this 2-point attempt. So Chapmanville unable to score on the 2-pointer, but they do have a 12-0 lead with 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back after this as you're watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Production. Back to action here from Scott High School. Chris Kidd with you. 5:07 left in the first quarter. Chapmanville leads at 7-0. Or excuse me, 12-0 after 2 touchdown runs and just 2 plays from scrimmage. As Cooper will hand it off to Rowe, trying to get outside, but once again, this Chapmanville front just breaking through immediately and dropping it for a loss. And now Danville's going to call a timeout here with 4:57 to go in the first quarter. So we'll step aside and be back right after this here on Video Productions. Danville calling a timeout to try and regroup here after what's been a rough start to this game, as they try and find something up middle again. And once again, Chapmanville swallows it whole as Brenniger had nowhere to go on the carry. And that'll bring up third down, about 14 here for Danville. Again, the Hawks trying to find something positive here after what's been a tough start to this game, as Cooper will roll out far side, fires into the flat and incomplete as he threw it low trying to hook up with his man Carson Laws, but instead it'll be a 3 and out here once again for Danville. They had a turnover on the first play of the game, then a 3 and out. Led to a punt and a long return, a face mask, and one play later, Chapmanville was in the end zone again. Now Brenniger set for his second punt, low snap. He's able to get it off a hop. This is going to be a sidewinder kick. It's going to hop sideways, takes a little bit of a Danville hop back towards midfield, and it'll die at the 49-yard line of Chapmanville. So this will be the worst starting field position of the day thus far for the Tigers, which tells you everything you need to know about how well things are going for them thus far. As they run 2 offensive plays, and it's been 2 touchdowns, a 33-yard run and a 9-yard run. As they come to the line of scrimmage here. First snap they'll take on their side of the 50 this afternoon. This high snap had to be gathered, finally was, and now here comes another big gainer inside the 40, the 35, shedding a tackler at the 30, hanging on for dear life is Cooper, trying to bring him down, and finally does at the 16-yard line. Another big gain. This one at 35 yards for Chapmanville. You can see right there, Brenniger just got a handful of jersey and just hung on for everything he was worth in order to prevent that from being 3 plays and 3 touchdowns for Chapmanville. And you see how far off the corners are also playing for Danville. Trying to honor the speed and athleticism of this Chapmanville club. First and 10 from the 16-yard line of Danville. He's dropping to throw, looking downfield, has a man out there, but incomplete, led him a little too far. So you could hear footsteps coming too from the safety position for Danville. That is the first unsuccessful play of the game for Chapmanville on either side of the ball so far. Second and 10 here for the Tigers. They'll give it off on the little end around, coming inside and into the end zone. Once again goes Chapmanville as they lead at 18-0 with 2:53 remaining here in the first quarter. And this has just been an assault so far from the Tigers. Now this is really the only aspect of the game Chapmanville's not done well so far is go for 2. Again, they've had 2 bad snaps on both 2-point conversion attempts thus far. This time they'll just go under center where they had some trouble from that. Now they can get stepped on trying to get out of under center, and pass was there, but catch wasn't. And incomplete, and then we'll keep it at an 18-0 lead for the Tigers. We'll be back after this as you're watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. This kick will come down. Rowe will take it off a couple of hops. Gets it out across the 30, the 35. Nice return for him. That's about the 38-yard line. Danville will have solid starting field position to begin this drive. Again, it's just been a first quarter absolutely dominated by Chapmanville. And the only area where they've not found success is going for two. Again, they've had bad snaps and quarterback and center stepping on each other on their 3 attempts so far. But other than that, it's been pretty smooth sailing for the Tigers. Now can Danville try and get themselves into this game, and it looks like a timeout here for Danville, and probably a good thing. It was going to be a fumbled snap otherwise. So we'll step aside and be back after this as you're watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. Danville down to 1 timeout remaining here in the first half after they had to burn their second one just a moment ago. As out of the break again, it was a bad snap before the break, and now a bad snap again, and Chapmanville's recovered again. And that's the second fumble recovered by Chapmanville here in the first quarter. And if you're the Danville Hawks, you couldn't have imagined a worse start to this game. Chapmanville has just marched down the field on all 3 possessions, scoring twice in 1 play and then another in just 4 plays. Now they have the ball back at Danville's 39-yard line. Again, their worst starting field position has been their own 49-yard line in any of these 4 possessions. Now a low snap, fielded, throw out the near side complete. Down to the 35, the 30, 25, 20, and a foot race to the corner, down to the 10, the 5, and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And once again, Chapmanville on the doorstep of trying to go in for another touchdown here. Again, you see it on a replay. Again, Rowe just got enough of him to force him out of bounds. And they spotted at the 3-yard line. Chapmanville will go under center this time. They'll just quarterback keep it right up the gut, pushing forward and into the end zone as Chapmanville scores in 2 plays. And it's now a 24-0 lead for the Tigers. They've touched the ball 4 times, and all 4 times they've taken it in for a quick score. Now comes the one area that's been Chapmanville's kryptonite so far. Again, they're 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. Really, none of them have looked good. Again, 2 bad snaps that got away, and then the center stepping on the quarterback. Let's see what Chapmanville has in store here as Danville crowds the line of scrimmage. They'll hand it off, and once again, Danville's going to make the stop on the 2-point attempt. So again, Chapmanville 0 for 4 on 2-point attempts, but they lead at 24-0. We'll be back after this as you're watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. Kickoff will come down to Rowe at about the 26-yard line. He'll bring it back the other way, and he'll be swallowed up at about the 33-yard line. And Danville will take the field, trailing at 24-0 with 2:11 to go in the first quarter. Again, they've turned it over twice here in the first quarter, has Danville. Fumbled on the opening play of the game. Chapmanville scored on their opening play right after that. Then a 3-and-out, Chapmanville went down and scored. Another 3-and-out, Chapmanville went down and scored. And then another fumble, and Chapmanville went down and scored. Now Danville looking for any sort of positivity here on the offensive side of the ball. And once again, it's a low snap, almost gets away. Brenniger picks it up. Now he'll take off with it, and he's got some space. And there's a first down, the first one of the day for the Hawks. A little bit of a busted play, but they'll take it however they can get it right now as Brenniger gains 12 on the carry. So it'll be 1st and 10 from Danville's own 45-yard line. Brenniger takes snap. He'll keep it again right up the gut, and he finds a little bit of positive yardage. And again, Danville just trying to go back to basics here and just try and get some sort of energy back by seeing the football move forward here. So that'll be a pickup of 2 on the play as we go under a minute to go in the first quarter. Brenniger once again under center. Parker Cooper was starting quarterback. Now Brenniger taking over as he rolls out, throws downfield, had a row, but couldn't come up with it. And it'll be incomplete. Set up 3rd down and 8 here for Danville. Again, you're seeing more positive things here on this possession for Danville thus far. Just trying to find a spark here to see if they can get their claws into this game. It's 3rd down and 8. Brenniger rolls out again. This time he's under pressure, looking to get rid of it, and just does throw it towards the sideline, incomplete. With 11.6 seconds to go as the official's checking for intentional grounding. It doesn't appear there will be any. That'll bring up 4th down and 8. We'll see what Danville elects to do here. And they may leave the offense on the field and just go for this. They have had next to no success trying to stop Chapmanville thus far as the clock will wind. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter as Chapmanville leads it 24-0. We'll be back after this as you are watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. Fourth down and 8 here for Danville as they will look to throw out of this, heaving it downfield, and could be intercepted and is by Chapmanville. They would have probably been better off letting that hit the turf, but instead they'll take over here from their own 38-yard line as Danville lined up as if they might punt, but instead ended up going for it. Now Chapmanville will have the ball at their own 38-yard line. So they are 4 for 4 in touchdown drives here today. Again, they've scored on one play twice, 2 plays once, and 4 plays once. Chapmanville, the number 2 team in this A division. Madison coming in as Danville coming in as the 7th seed. It's once again a bad snap, and this time they're going to have to eat it, looks like, as trying to fight forward for some yardage, breaking out almost, and that will turn into some positive yardage out of the 41. But a flag down on the far side. There'll be a false start against Chapmanville. And Chapmanville's had their issues with the snap here today. We've seen 3 or 4 get away now that they've been able to recover. Now the first mini hole Chapmanville's found themselves in on offense. As they fake the handoff, pitch it out far side. Some running room out there. 40-45 out to midfield. Now another foot race down inside the 35-30. And once again, Chapmanville scores on one play to take a 30-0 lead here in the first half. Again, this has just been an impressive showing from this Chapmanville Tiger team, as that has started the winding clock now, or the running clock, I should say. 5 touchdowns, 3 of them in just one play. And now Chapmanville trying to do the one thing they haven't done yet here today, and that's convert on a 2-point conversion. Again, they're 0 for 4. As they look to throw out of it, defended well, thrown towards the side, and incomplete. So now 0 for 5 is Chapmanville on 2-point conversions, but they lead at 30-0. We'll be back after this as you are watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. $30-0 Chapmanville lead Danville here in the first round of the A Division playoffs, as it'll come down the road about the 28-yard line, brings it across the 35 to 40, out to the 45, where it'll finally meet some resistance, and it'll be stopped at about the 46-yard line. So Danville will come out once again here. They have 1 first down so far here in the first half. That coming on their last possession. Again, Brenniger took the snaps on the last set of downs, and it appears that he will again this time. Again, just trying to find a spark as Danville on the offensive side of the ball. Again, had a drop pass on the last possession too that could have netted another first down and had them driving. As Brenner tries to keep it straight ahead, pushing the pile, and he'll get out for about a 2-yard gain, close to the 48-yard line. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 8. to wind here in the second quarter, down to 3:19 and counting. Brenniger now walks up to Parker Cooper, who takes this snap when Cooper can't handle it, loose on the ground. And it looks like Danville was able to get back on top of it. They've already lost 2 fumbles in this game, but this time able to get it back. Well, I haven't seen them change the down marker on the far side yet. Still showing second down. So I don't know if that was a non-play or not. It may have been. Again, I think one of the officials did hold up 2 fingers. So maybe it was an official's time there for a moment. So second down and 8. Brenniger rolls out near side, looking downfield. Can't find anyone. Runs out of time. Throws it up for grabs and almost intercepted. That was cut in front of. Could have possibly been a pick 6 the other way. We'll take a look at it here on our replay. Again, Brenniger throwing against his body. Saw a man out there, but then it was undercut on the route. Nearly a 3rd turnover here in the half for Danville. Now falling under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And it'll be 3rd down and 8 here for the Hawks as Brenniger lost the snap, has to go back to it and fall on it. Again, both sides having a lot of issues with fielding the snap so far here in the first half. But now it'll be 4th down and 9 here for the Hawks. As it appears they'll go for it here from their own 47-yard line. I'll see with the way Chapmanville's been able to score as fast as they can. There probably isn't a safe place to put the ball at right now and keep it away from them. Now Brenniger fakes the pass. He boots it away instead. This will be a short kick. Fielded at the 39 by Chapmanville, out across the 45, the 50, 45, 40 back the other way, cutting back inside the 30, 25, and touchdown Chapmanville. Kick return 4-6. And the Tigers just continue to pour it on here in the first half as they lead at 36-0 now after the 61-yard punt return for a touchdown. And this has just been an elite performance from the Chapmanville Tigers. And we'll see if they allow them to go for 2 or not, as the half looks like it's going to run out now. And honestly, for Chapmanville, it's been the only area where you haven't done anything well so far today. You may just want to pass up going for the 2. And they're 0 for 5 going for 2-point conversion here today. And it looks like one official was waving it off, but now it looks like they will run the play. And they'll take it off the near side, and Chapmanville finally does convert a 2-point conversion, and they lead at 38-0 here at the half. We'll step aside and be back after this as you are watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. Start of quarter number 3 here from Scott High School. Chris Kidd with you as Danville try to quick kick there, try and see if they can catch Chapmanville off sides up front, but Chapmanville fields it. And they will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Danville 42-yard line. As Chapmanville leads at 38-0, and they've scored every time they've touched the football today. 6 touchdowns, 3 of them coming in one play, 1 drive and 2 plays, and the elongated drive was just 4 plays, and then they had a punt return for a touchdown right at the end of the half from 61 yards out. So it'll be a running clock here in the second half, barring an injury or a timeout. They'll hand it off on 1st down, and there's a nice stop for the Danville front as they hold Chapmanville to no yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Again, that's largely the conversation in the locker room. And games like this is just coming out and playing for your pride. And Chapmanville comes into this game as the number 2 seed in the A division. Danville the 7 seed in this 8-team tournament. As that play blew up on Chapmanville as they couldn't quite get the handoff exchange, and that'll be a loss on the play. Back to their side of the 50 at the 48-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 15 here for the Tigers. And Danville's B team and C team advancing today. Again, the B team winning 14-6 over Lincoln County in that 2 versus 7 matchup. And then the number 1 seed Danville in the C team division winning 26-0 over Sherman. So 3rd down and 15 in the shotgun. Chapmanville drops the throw. Quick little screen pass to the near side, down to the 50, 45, 40. 1st down and more. Inside the 30, down to the 20, and a foot race towards the corner. And into the end zone goes Chapmanville yet again. 7th touchdown of the game for the Tigers, and they lead at 44-0. So it was the first time Chapmanville had faced 3rd down here today. And Parker Cooper did everything he could to try and catch up and get the man out of bounds, but instead it'll be another long score for the Tigers. Now, Chapmanville 1 of 6 on 2-point conversions today. They'll hand it off, coming near side with it, finding a block, and into the end zone go the Tigers as they now lead at 46-0 as you are watching Danville Hawk Youth Football action here on Video Productions. Big hit laid on the return that time as Rowe trying to get free, but he's popped at about the 26-yard line. And Danville will get the ball for the first time here in the second half, trailing 46-0. So officially spot him at the 27-yard line. Again, location of next week's game, or games for the semifinals, I don't know if it's totally determined just yet where they'll be at. Again, they're installing the new scoreboard with a video board here in Danville next week, so they said that they can't host them here. So they were asked to, but they were unavailable to because of the construction they'll have going on. So we'll wait to see where the semifinal games will take place next week, as Rowe tried to break free on the quick little screen pass. Didn't find a whole lot of space. So it'll be second down now. Looks like they say no gain on the play. Coming near side is Rowe, trying to turn up field, able to do so out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So he'll pick up 5 on the play. That'll make it third down, about 5 here for the Hawks. There's Parker Cooper back to taking the snaps here in the second half. He and Brenniger shared some duty in the first half. There's Cooper in the shotgun. Drops, throws out in the flat and nearly intercepted, knocked away. Great defensive play by Chapmanville, and that'll break it fourth down and 5. We're down to 1 minute to go here in the third quarter, again with the score being 46-0, and the mercy rule in effect with the running clock. And it looks like Danville will go for it here. Brenniger will take the snap this time, back to throw, throws it under pressure, and he's intercepted, picked off at the 39-yard line, coming back the other way inside the 20, and this will go back for a pick 6 for Chapmanville. Touchdown Tigers, their 8th of the day, and they lead it now 52-0 as the third quarter clock is going to expire. So again, they've done it in about every aspect of the game you can do it in here today. Punt return touchdown, rushing, throwing, interception return touchdowns. Everyone's been in on it for Chapmanville here, as they will go for 2 to conclude the third quarter. Chapmanville bringing on about everybody they can right now. Now they're just going to go ahead and start the fourth quarter and start the running clock now. Probably a good idea by the officials, just keep things going at this point. As Chapmanville pitch it back, coming near side and into the end zone, as now Chapmanville started 0 for 5 on 2-point conversions, but now they're 3 of their last 3. They lead it 54-0. We'll be back after this. You're watching Danville Hawk Youth Football action here on Video Productions. Game 54-0, Chapmanville leads it. what's been a demolition here in this quarterfinal matchup of the A Division playoffs. Chris Kidd with you. As kick will come to about the 38-yard line, fielded there by Danville. And wrestling forward, ball came out. It looks like Danville got back on top of it as Matthew Perry on the return for the Hawks. And Danville could possibly be looking at their final possession of the day. Again, the clock continuing to roll here with the mercy rule in effect. There's 5:40 and ticking now. As Chapmanville will move on into the semifinal round next week. They could possibly be the host team for next week. Brenniger will take the snap. Drops to throw, he's under pressure, rolls out near side, dumps it off, and incomplete. Again, just trying to get rid of the pressure in his face that time, so wisely thrown away. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Again, clock continuing to roll here. In the shotgun, Brenner will take off to the left side, cuts upfield, tries to find some space, but Chapmanville closes it up quickly. As he's able to get a yard out of it, out to about the 44-yard line. So we at the midway point here of the 4th quarter. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 now for the Hawks. Springer will take the snap, rolls out near side, looking downfield, under pressure again, and just has to get rid of it again. It's Chapmanville's secondary covering everything up well. They've just not been able to find anybody open downfield minus the one time. It's just been an outstanding Chapmanville defense here today. As we said, they've just looked amazing in all aspects. So we have 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. Brenniger lined up deep. We'll see if he punts it away. Instead, now he's going to rush out with it, looking to throw here. Heaves it downfield as a man out there, and it's caught. Nice grab by Parker Cooper. Keep the drive alive for Danville as they try and go down and see if they can get a score on the board to conclude their season. They have it at the Chapmanville 38-yard line. Yeah, it looked like Brenniger was set to punt that away the way he lined up. But the rush came so fast for Chapmanville that time off the edge, he just pulled it down inside to throw and ended up working out. So Brenniger now under center. So pitch it back to Rowe. Rowe takes it off the left side, trying to get a little bit wider. He's able to do so inside the 35 to 30. He's down the sideline, hit out of bounds. And his clock will continue to wind as he gets it down to the 20-yard line with 1:50 to go. Danville trying to make a late push here to avoid the goose egg on the scoreboard. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. 1:24 and ticking here. Girl keep it himself up the middle, pushes forward, and he'll get down to about the 16-yard line. Now Danville will burn a timeout here with 1:06 to go. So we'll step aside and be back after this as you're watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. Out of the timeout, Danville trying to go in and put points on the board here on their final drive of the season. As Chapmanville leads at 54-0. Brenniger back to throw, heaves one up into the end zone. Only Chapmanville Tigers there, though, and it's intercepted. Coming back the other way, across the 15, the 20, still on his feet. Down the sideline, 30, the 40, looking for a block at midfield, gets one. Will he have enough gas to get there? It looks like he will. This will be the second pick six of the game, and Chapmanville will actually have it come back as a flag thrown at about the 49-yard line. Be a holder block in the back here against Chapmanville. And now Chapmanville wants to call a timeout here with 31.4 seconds to go. That's interesting. So we'll step aside and be back after this as you're watching Danville Hawk Youth Football here on Video Productions. So 31.4 seconds to go here. Chapmanville has it at their own 41-yard line. Possibly one more play left in this game. Chapmanville just gets in a couple of their substitutes here. Pitch back, gets away, loose, and now tackled back inside the 35-yard line as the clock ticks down here. And what was a dominating performance by the Chapmanville Tigers here today. They run away with it 54-0 to end Danville's season on the A-team side and move Chapmanville into the semifinal round next week. As Danville's B team and C team also advancing into the semifinals next week. But the Chapmanville Tigers win it here today on the A-team side. So again, we want to thank everyone joining us here for Danville Hawk Youth Football action. Here's the playoffs begin. 2 Danville teams moving on, 1 going home. But we appreciate everyone being with us here today, watching all 3 games and all the action right here live on Video Productions.